Life's going great, but you feel like you're failing. And even though you're making the progress you said would make you happy, even though you're making the progress you want to make, you still feel like you're behind. You still feel like you're not doing enough. Even though you're doing better than you were a month ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, you still feel like you're not doing enough. You feel like you're not where you want to be. And you feel like you should be doing more than you are. You feel like you should still be making more progress than you did last week. You feel like, oh, if I made 1% progress that week, then 2% that week, then 10% that week, then 20% that week, but now I'm only making 10% progress this week, I should be doing more, right? I'm behind, I'm losing, I'm slowing down, I'm falling off. Even though you're still making so much progress, you feel like you're not. You feel like you're falling behind. You feel like you're not doing enough, even though you are. Even though you're putting in the work consistently, even though you're continually working, you feel like you're not putting in enough work. And even though you're doing the work you know you should be, you feel behind. But why? Why do you feel behind? You know that you're doing the work, you know you're making progress, but you still feel like you're failing, you still feel like you're behind. And that is because you are in the trap of wanting to be consistently doing more than you were last week, more than you were yesterday, more than you were last month. And this is a trap. This is something that is going to make you miserable. This is something that's going to make you feel like you're failing, even if you're making so much progress. Even if you're making progress that younger you, past you, would be so happy to be achieving, so happy to be making. So if you want to feel happy, you need to set realistic expectations. You need to not always think that you should be doing more than you were last week. You need to not always think that if you're not doing better than you did yesterday, you're not winning. Because there is days where you're going to do less than you did last week. There is weeks where you're going to make 20% progress, and there is weeks where you're going to make 1% progress. This is an example where sometimes if I post a video and it does way better than normal, and then the next video I post still does really good, but not as good as the last one did, I'm going to feel down. I'm going to feel like I'm not doing as good as I could have been, when really, I'm still doing amazing. If one video I post does 5 times better than normal, and then the next video only does twice as good as normal, you feel like, oh, I'm going backwards, I'm behind, I'm not improving, when really, your videos are still getting more views than normal, you're still growing, you're still doing amazing, but just because you're not living up to your own unrealistic expectations, you feel unhappy, you feel like you're going backwards. So, if you want to stop this, set realistic expectations. Be happy with making 1% progress each time. Just because you made 10% progress that day, 7% progress that day, and 19% progress that day, doesn't mean you need to continue to see crazy results all the time. Because I've talked about slow progress being better than no progress. If you want to get better at something, if you want to do good at something, you need to be okay with slow progress. You need to be okay with getting 0.1% better every time you do something. You need to be okay with slowly getting better, right? For example, if you're trying to meditate and you start with 1 minute and then you do 10 minutes the next time, and then you only do 7 minutes the next time, oh no, I'm backwards. No, you're 7 times where you were 2 sessions ago. So be happy. Be glad with the results you're getting. I know the saying, be happy with what you've got or be grateful for what you've got. Sometimes it's like, no, because I want more. And it sort of seems like you can't be ambitious. You should be ambitious. That's amazing. But you should be happy with any progress, because any progress is better than no progress. Slow progress is better than no progress. So be happy with where you're going. Be happy with what you're doing. If you make 0.1% progress, that is amazing. If there's anything you're going to take away from this video, be happy with 0.1% progress. Because if you're not able to be happy with 1% progress, how are you going to be happy when you get that insane video that does amazing? How are you going to be able to be happy when you get that 1 hour meditation streak? How are you going to be able to be happy when you achieve that amazing, huge goal you set? If you can't be happy with small wins, how are you going to be happy with big wins? So, always be happy with the small wins. Always be happy with 1% progress. Always know that just because you did amazing yesterday and only did pretty good today, doesn't mean you're going backwards. You're still going forwards. As long as you make some progress, as long as you do some work, as long as you take some action, you're moving forward. So, remember, never give up, continue working. Any progress is good progress. Any action is good action. My name is Sam. I'm your leader of the Teamwork Movement. I want to help as many young people as possible become the most capable versions of themselves. To support this movement or to join the movement, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and go ahead and check out my free Discord server. The link is in the channel description. Other than that, have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.